was improved by 1, and its range was also improved by 3 meters on its second profile. Next, the PK received a pretty added a new damage profile, and they buffed the second profile. So now you should be able to 3 shots with ease, if I am not mistaken. And they also added a new range profile as well. For the FR556, they improved the first damage profile by 1, plus they extended it as well. And then obviously the range profile was also extended to 33 meters, so nice stuff. Next, the HPR's range was improved by 7 meters on the second profile, which is nice. But also to note, in Season 5, the HPR is going to feature more visual recoil, with the back iron sights shaking a lot more, as you guys can see. Moving on, the Maddox has finally received a buff, but at the same time it is not massive. So they improved the range by 1 on both the first and second profile, and they decreased the vertical recoil for the Echo Fire mod. So okay. Next, the Kilo 141's chest multiplier was increased to 1.2, which is absolutely massive. So you should now be able to 3 shots with absolute ease to the chest. So yeah, most likely we're definitely in for a Kilo meta in Season 5. Moving on though, the Pharaoh's range in MP was improved by 1 on the first and second profile. So yeah, a really small change, nothing crazy. Next, the Echo's ADS spread was improved. Moving on, the Chicom's range was improved by 1 on the first range. To be honest, another really small change. Nothing really nice for the burst weapons in Season 5. Next, we have some nice changes to the M4 LMG. So the headshot multiplier and the chest multiplier was improved by 0.1. And finally, the ADS bullet spread was also improved, as we can see. So yeah, some really nice changes to the M4 LMG. It's gonna be a lot more usable in Season 5. Moving on, the Hades ADS time was improved by 20 milliseconds, and the movement speed was also improved by 2%, so really nice. And also, if you guys didn't know, the Hades is set to receive a heartbeat sensor signature attachment as well in Season 5, or in Season 6, we're gonna have to wait and see. Next, we have some really nice changes for the PKM. So, first things first, they decreased the recoil. Very good. They also added a new range profile to 15 meters, and the new damage profile is 33, 32, 31, and 25. So yeah, now you should be able to 3-shot up close really easily by mixing in some upper chest and upper arm shots. So yeah, the PKM should be really good in Season 5. Moving on to the final weapon change for MP, and that is for the Striker, where the ADS spread was improved, as we can see. Now, let's check out some equipment changes for MP, and then we'll check out some BR changes as well. So, the bull charges duration was reduced by 5 seconds, so yeah, nothing crazy. For the Shadow Blade, they added a new effect. Incoming damage is reduced by 30% when the skill is active. The C4 received a pretty big nerf. The maximum and minimum damage were both decreased by 10. Next, the Molotov duration was decreased by only 1 second, so okay. Next, the stim shot was nerfed for some weird bizarre reason. The stim shot speed boost was decreased from 30 to 20%. Yeah, very weird, I don't know why they made this change. And finally, for unit support, teammates' kills now increases charges by 30% rather than 20%. So yeah, pretty nice if you do actually use unit support. So okay, that is all the MP changes, and now let's move on to BR. So the M4's aim assist was slightly decreased, and I didn't know this, but the M4 would actually lock on to enemies. It was crazy in that regard, so definitely a necessary change. Next, they increased the ADS bullet spread for the AK, the Echo, and the HSO, so a nerf for those 3. I'm definitely happy to see the HSO get nerfed somehow, because that gun scares me in BR whenever I see someone have it in their hands. Next, the Pharaoh's range profile was improved. Note this is only for BR and not for MP as well. Next, you're now unable to choose a teammate's class after redeployment. To finish off the patch notes, we're now going to check out some changes for classes. So firstly, the Ravager launcher's missile flight speed was decreased from 50 units to 38 units. and its durability was also decreased from 500, 600 to 250, 300. So yeah, quite a massive nerf to the Ravage launcher. Next, the shockwave's damage was decreased. The amount of charges without an upgrade was also decreased from 2 to 1. And finally, the charging time was increased. Next, we have a buff to the Spotcher class. So, the base number of charges was increased from 1 to 2, the bombing radius was improved by 3 meters, and the number of cluster strikes per bomb was improved from 4, 6 to 6, 9. So okay, here is the final change, which is for the Defender class. So, the number of charges after an upgrade was increased from 1 to 2. However, only one shield can be active at a time. So okay guys, that is some early balance changes for Season 5. Definitely give me your thoughts and opinions on them down below. And with that being said,